Hi, welcome back to Spirit's Path. This is D, and today's tarot card out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Page of Vessels and the Otter. And thinking about this today, I was like, wow, you've got two pages, both with to me, they're both messengers. That's how I look at the court cards. But now you've got three court cards. And, I was trying to think of a creative story, to tell, because here you are, you've come across this Ace of Vessels, the waters of life, and you're sitting down at this pool. You've got the Queen of Bows and the Page of Bows here, walking with you, and you sit down around this pool and you're like, man, this is an awesome feeling, right? And, you're taking in the ambiance, and, you've got fresh water flowing, and it just kind of gets you free, right? Just listening to the water. And the Queen of Arrows is sitting in there. The Stag is sitting in there, and, in that pool, just drinking freely of it. And, the Stag is all about justice, and the Queen of Arrows is all about, clarity. Moving on a different paths. And this is exactly what you've been on all year. You've been on a path that you've been walking down. And most recently, as you're walking, you're thinking, right? You're trying to clear your head, but what's happening is you're not clearing your head. You're thinking about things, okay? You're becoming more aware of the path you're going down, and you're doing the what if, well, what if this happens, or what if that happens, right? And you can't do the what ifs. You have to just look at it and say, you know what, I need to control what I can control. And when you say what if, you can't control anything. All right, you're letting other things control you. This is all about action, this creativity that has been transpiring during the month and during the year. And, to move forward with that, you have to have a clear mind. And you can't let your emotions get into you. And that's what this card is all about. This Page of Vessels is about emotions. Dreams, visions. Vessels are all about, water energy, okay? Psychic energy. Now, the Otter in particular, as I'm looking at my notes, has the ability to move between spheres, and that's this sphere and the other world, or the underworld. Okay, a lot of times we sit there and we look at these, we see these otters, and they're so playful, and you kind of get mesmerized by the way they do things. But they're also very loyal to each other and loyal to their cause. This messenger, this page, is loyal to not only the other pages, all right, but the Vessels court, the Knight of Vessels, the Queen of Vessels, and the King of Vessels. He's loyal to them. He's bringing them messages. And the message that he's bringing to you, okay, is to understand the emotions that you're going through, to understand the injustice that happened yesterday. How can everything be working out, and yet it doesn't feel like you're getting any gain out of it? Okay, you're walking down this path, you're enduring, and you're talking to the Queen of Bows and the Page of Bows, and you're saying, I don't understand why I have to go through this endurance stage, why I have to go through this stage of, it's got to be so hard. All right. Why has everything got to be unequal? Well, nobody said everything's going to be fair. Okay. Again, when the shaman was up, you have to create it. You have to have the ability to create things. Okay. And you're able to move forward in that creation process. The arrows is all about, the mental thinking and stuff like that. And the card that just dropped off is the Ace of Arrows, the Breath of Life. So, here this page comes at you. Now you've got two pages out there giving you messages. One about creation, creating things, fire energy, and one about water energy. And he's saying, listen to your dreams, listen to your visions, okay? And don't, be aware of your emotions that are going on, okay? And don't let that deter you from the path, because, I'm here to give you that message of moving forward along your path. And as I said that, when I drew the Messenger Oracle card today, the card that came up said, be vigilant. And here you've got this dragon, protecting, the World Tree. And that's one of the reasons why I like this this Messenger Oracle deck, because it has to do, revolve around that World Tree. And, to be vigilant, you have to be aware of what others are doing to you and what you're doing to others. And one of the let me just get this out of the book, the message that really stood out from this card of being vigilant is, be vigilant and watchful of your own actions, lest you be the one doing harm. And weigh your actions. And that kind of goes into yesterday's card of the injustice, right? Weigh your actions, whether good or bad. Make sure that you're acting wisely, okay? And make sure that you have done all that needs to be done before moving forward, leaving nothing to chance, okay? And that's what that Page of Vessels is saying, okay? Be ready to protect yourself. Be ready to, be vigilant in what you're doing and watchful of your own actions, all right? Weigh those actions from yesterday with the two of arrows. And what really caught it was the weight scale behind me. Weigh the actions as you're sitting here talking with the Page of Bows and the Queen of Bows. Now, if this is a person that's in your life, this is somebody who's going to, be sharing and being deeply intuitive. And this may be you as well, okay? That, what? I want to take this idea and I want to share it with my best friend. Okay, that's great, but don't give them all the details. Just tell them, this is what I want to do, all right? And just sit back and watch their response, right? Be vigilant in what you say to them, okay? And how they respond back to you. Watch how their intuition takes over, right? Or your intuition is saying, wait a minute, if you give this piece of information to this person, all right, it may come back to bite you. Be reflective and joyful, and this is the person or you, all right, and also meditate on how you want to move forward. This could be a loyal friend. This could also be, you're a loyal friend to somebody, giving them good advice, all right? Being supportive, all right? And just, being absorbed in their issues, or having somebody being absorbed in your issues. Okay, that's the person piece of this with the court card of the page. Now, if this is an aspect of something that's going on in your life, look for, opportunities of learning to trust. Okay, and trusting in a way where it serves with love, where they want to see your best interest moving forward. Okay, or you want to see their best interest moving forward if you're this page. And they like to live in a dream. Okay, I get caught up in that myself. There's a couple dreams that I want to do, and unfortunately I can't do them right now. So you know what? I'm going to keep dreaming about that. I'm going to look at those visions and see how I can accomplish stuff. Now, if this is an event, it's all about meditation, all right? Blessings, able to be forgiving, okay? Those are all, vessels, feelings, right? Energy patterns, all right? And, also it's, it could be an event where there's a storyteller giving you a story. Here's the story today. As I was sitting by this pool, reflecting, looking in the water and reflecting on this journey, that I've had to endure here for 22 days, I'm thinking about all the injustices. And the Queen of Bows is sitting there going, okay, well, how can you move forward with this? Where do you need to be more understanding? Well, maybe I need to forgive myself. Well, that's a good place, the Queen says. Here, how would you go about doing that? And she puts her arm around you, and maybe you shed a tear, with that Queen, and says, okay, I need to forgive myself, for this, that, and the other thing. And I need to move forward. And she's going, you're absolutely right. And then the Page of Bows is saying, what is this opportunity? What is this opportunity that's presenting itself to you? Well, it's giving me a chance to clear my emotions out. Move things along the path. Now, the question that this Page of Vessels asks you is, where do you need to let your feelings show? We get so caught up within, I can't let people, see that I'm down or crying or anything like that, because it gives them vulnerability. But it's a strength. It's a strength for you to, wash away those tears, to feel down, to say, you know what? It's okay. That's what this Page of Vessels is saying. It's okay to feel unjustified, I should say. It's okay to say, you know what? This journey is long, it's arduous, and it's hard. But yet you've got the Queen of Bows and the Page of Bows here. They're sitting right here by the water. And they're saying, you know what? Everything's going to be all right. You just have to move forward. The other question that this Page of Vessels asks is, what deeper trust is being asked of you? What deeper trust is being asked of you? Now, when I ask that question to myself, is I need to trust myself moving forward on my journey. I need to forgive myself on this journey. I need to keep moving forward, all right? And not have to worry about this 5 of Arrows as frustration. Things are going to frustrate you, all along your path. That's what helps make you grow. But if you can deeply trust yourself as you're moving forward, listening to your intuition and letting the spirit guides, help you along the way, letting the universe guide you along the way, nothing can stop you. So that's today's card of the day, the Page of Vessels and the Otter. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and give me a thumbs up. And this is D for the Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, stay safe, and stay warm.